Hello and welcome to Tesori Home. Today we are bringing you our next episode in our series Design Within Reach, where we tour everyday people's homes to show you that you can create a home you love within your means. Today I am so excited to be sharing Avery Burridge's beautiful beach bungalow here in Santa Monica, California with you. It is so serene, peaceful, and beautiful, and it's the kind of place you kind of just want to sit down and linger for a while in. So let's head on in and see what Avery is up to.
Hi, welcome to my beach bungalow.
Thank you for having me. First of all, the light in here is just amazing. It feels so peaceful and serene. I would love to know where your inspiration for your style comes from and how you got into loving home.
Yes, well, one, the light's like a huge selling point for us for this. And two, my inspiration really comes from my mom. She's an interior designer, so that's why I have like the little bit of a love for design. And then my inspiration, I feel like, comes from one, we're in Santa Monica, so like the ode to the beach is definitely part of it. I like color, I like pattern. So I feel like it stems from my mom, and then I'm able to kind of like create my own kind of based on where I lived and like what really already spoke to me naturally.
This space is amazing. Can you talk to me a bit about your living room here and what inspired this space?
Yes, the living room is definitely the star of the show, I would say. Like, this is where we spend most of our time, so I wanted it to feel extremely warm and cozy when you walked in. I feel like cozy home is like what we always talk about, like either when I'm posting on my own channel or like even like my husband would be like, oh, let's have a cozy night in. Like, that's what we love to do. Aww. I lived alone before I lived here with my husband, so I was able to duplicate some things, which like made it super easy. So like these couches, I already had one, found one on Facebook Marketplace, which was really fun. Same with this chair, had one and like got the same one. And I feel like those are what like centered the room, and then everything else kind of added in like little cozy feels. Like this rug obviously also wanted to get like a little beachy but also functional. And then I think kind of talking about color and pattern is where I drew in some of these pillows to make it extra like homey and lived in is what I was looking for.
Well, you've definitely achieved that. It is so cozy, relaxed, effortless. I love it. If you guys want to shop any of the pieces you see in Avery's home, you should be able to see a View Products button down below, and you'll be able to shop her home that way. I love this picture you have here.
Okay, so yeah, I guess this actually was part of like centering. So one, these shell sconces, I actually saw them. I can't remember the creator like years ago. And I'm like, my next apartment, I want to like have a space for these.
Yeah.
They're not on right now, but I got like a little Amazon like rechargeable lights because I didn't wire them in because you know it's a rental. But you can put them on just to add a little ambiance. But then this is actually a Slim Aaron's print. And it's a beach in Laguna Beach. So my husband's from Orange County, so it's kind of like an ode to the home. My parents spend a lot of time in Orange County now too, so I loved this.
And it's so personal, and when you walk in your front door, that's what you're seeing.
Yes.
So I love that there's a lot of personal connection to that it's not just a beautiful photo, but also the history you guys have in that area. I would love for you to talk to me a bit about your coffee table. You styled it so beautifully, and I feel that sometimes people can find it hard to style a coffee table, to know where to start. So what are some tips you have for that?
Some tips I would say is like definitely having some levels. So you can see that with like the book, but also the candle adds some height, the candlesticks, and also this vase I feel like are key so it doesn't feel totally flat. And then also adding textures. So like I have these shells from like our honeymoon. These are like shells we collected at the beach. So like a little like fun thing there. Adding some like more like metal also to like mix it up so it doesn't feel so like raffia coastal as well. But I think it's really levels and adding different textures. And this has like evolved over time. Like I got this safari book because we did like a honeymoon in a safari. So it's like more personal there. This is like some photos from our wedding. Actually, a friend gifted this from like a point and shoot camera, and she put it together. So it's like fun, also conversational starter. I feel like people will come sit down when they come over and they're like, oh, what's this? And like look through. So I also like that it's like not just for display.
I think that's so amazing to have pieces throughout your home that do spark that conversation. And home is supposed to reflect those who live in it. And so what better way to do that than to have an album filled with photos from one of the most important days of your life?
I guess like one thing I think as a tip, and I know you guys are into like vintage finds too, is a lot of this is not all new. So I feel like having a mix of old and new is really important to making your home feel cozy. So even these like bookends here are from a vintage I think a vintage show. My mom actually gifted me these for Christmas. And then even like the little dog here is again from a store in my hometown that has like a mix of old and new. And those are like my favorite places to shop. And I feel like people are always like, where'd you get this? And you're like, oh, well, you can't really link it because, you know, it's just like, it's unique. So I feel like it's great to have highs and lows in the house, unique things that nobody else can have, while also having things you can still buy from a store, of course. So I feel like that's helped make it also pretty homey in here too.
Very homey, and the candlelight helps too. It just like cozies everything up.
Yes, I love candles.
Yes. All right, well, I would love to move into your dining room.
Yes.
You have the table set so beautifully.
Yes, so when we are hosting, this is kind of how my typical setup is.
I love that when people walk into your home, they're gonna be greeted by this table. It's like you prepared for them. You thought of them ahead of time and like, oh, there's a place set at the table for me. You know, that's that's a really practical way to show someone you love them and you're thinking of them.
I do feel like it's always like a wow factor, and I think it's because a lot of us are still living in apartments right now, so people aren't doing this all the time, so it almost makes them maybe like feel like they're back at home or something. And I feel like even like little things like since this is a rental, like we change out the light fixture, for example, that helped like bring it into a home versus like whatever our landlord had at the time. So like even the whole ambiance I think helps. And I think it's always a good reminder to my friends, like just because you live in an apartment doesn't mean you don't have to like put things together.
I think that's so important. We're also renting an apartment right now, and you know, I think people often think, well, I'll just wait till I buy a house to really invest. It's like, no, but this is a playground too, and this is your home now. You don't know, so why not make it home wherever you are?
Yeah.
Can you talk to me a bit about that and renting and how you've made it more personal? You said with the light fixture, are there other ways in your home that you've really made it personal to you, even though you're renting?
Yes, and like for us, we're like, I think we'll be here until we can't be. So like to your point, like you don't know how long you're actually gonna be somewhere. So we've been here for like 3 years and we're not moving anytime soon. So I keep making improvements. We had put in all of these curtains ourselves actually with the help of a TaskRabbit, of course. But these were like the really ugly, just like white dangly shades that like landlords come and they like always break and fall down. So that really, I think, also opened up the space from what it previously looked like.
Oh yeah.
We did have him paint it all white. It was like a really like weird tan color. So that's one thing I always tell people when you move in, you can usually ask them to paint it specifically like a white color. So like when in doubt, just ask if they would do it because they usually have to repaint anyways. So they were willing to do that as well, which was super nice. And then there's like little improvements as we go through the house that you'll see that we also did as well, to like little improvements for a rental. Let me take you through. Not always blue, so this is, I guess, another thing we did to kind of make it a little more like lively in here. So we painted it. Blue is definitely my favorite color.
I can tell.
And I'm trying not to be like too blue, so that's why I wanted to add other colors in my apartment. This was new. I actually had gotten this for Christmas, which was like my big Christmas gift, but it's from Lulu in Georgia as well. They have a lot of great patterns right now, so a lot of it spoke to me, which is, I feel like this also just added the room. Before I just had like a very plain looking mirror, so that helped a lot. And then this bedding's fairly new. I change out my bedding a lot besides the striped pillow and the little monogram pillow. I feel like our bedding changes quite frequently. So this is like the bedding of my season right now. But I absolutely love it. We're really into like linen. I never had linen sheets until recently, and now I'm obsessed with them.
I love how you have this bed set. It feels like a hotel. Like I feel like I'm like, ooh, all those pillows. It feels luxurious.
Sometimes I'll do like turn down service for us at night.
I love that.
When I'm not too tired, I'm like feeling like I want to make it look special. It's funny, I did not grow up making my bed every day, so now I do, and like I would never leave the house unless like something was terribly wrong. I would like, the bed's always made. Everyone's always asking like, how do you make it fluffy? And it's really just like folding it over like the triple fold method, because like some people pull it all the way up and it does kind of ruin the fluff. So this is the way, if anyone wants to know it, if it looks like this, it'll likely be a little fluffy.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try that. You have a lot of photos of you and your husband throughout your house, and I love seeing that.
Yes.
Because I feel like in a lot of homes today, you don't see as many like family photos. And that makes it really personal.
I know, getting married definitely helps because you get all these like really nice photos. I would say in frames also being gifted. I actually felt we were lacking that personal part of our house, so those are more recent ads. But I like it, makes it feel like cozier, and like when people come, they're like, oh, like when was this from and stuff like that. But no, I felt like we didn't have it before, and I was like, okay, this isn't a museum, like we do live here, like you should learn about our life.
Yes, I love that. This lamp is also amazing. Where is this from?
This is Mark and Day. So this is like not vintage at all. The mirror is actually vintage.
It's beautiful.
Fun story, I went to Nancy Myers' daughter's estate sale, and this actually hadn't been taken. Everything else, of course, like people were swarming to it. And it has like a little imperfection, but I love like a starburst mirror. I have like a mini one over by our nightstand over there, and it was like such a fun find, and it was fun. I've never been to an estate sale, so that was super fun.
That's the fun thing about going to estate sales.
Yeah.
And thrifting, like you find pieces that you wouldn't find anywhere else, and like that against something newer like the Lulu and Georgia mirror, it's just such a fun combo. All right, well, shall we go into your guest room next?
Yes, let me show you there. So this is our guest room. One thing that's made me think about this room a little more is when we painted our bedroom. I'm like, I've told my husband Nick, I'm like, I think we need to paint this room too, because now this feels so white, and I think it like the paint like brought our bedroom to life so much more. But this is something where, again, I definitely make it more of like a hotel. When people come over, I usually have like towels out and stuff like that. There's always like a carafe there. And a lot of our friends have gotten married, so one of my favorite things to do is like find their matchbook and like put it out there. So like if I have theirs still, or if it's like from the city they got married, I'll put it out. And I've noticed that like goes well with the guests, which they like.
So sweet. Well, why don't we head to your living room and chat a bit more?
Okay, perfect.
I would just love to know, what is something that you hope people feel when they come into your home?
I want them to feel like it's also their home. Obviously, it's not gonna feel like that, but I want them to feel like comfortable. They could come sit, lay on the couch with us, grab something from the fridge. I want them to feel very cozy and at home.
I love that, and I think that you've definitely achieved that through how you prepare for your guests, from setting the table to preparing the guest room. I feel like a big part of hospitality is thinking about the people that are going to enter your home in advance, and you've absolutely done that.
Yeah, I feel like, because I grew up, when I'd come home from college, like there would always be like a carafe by my bedside table, fresh flowers. So like I always try to bring that in for people, because if they didn't grow up that way, it's something special. And even if they did, maybe it reminds them of home too. So I want them to have like feel special and feel thought of when they walk in too.
Well, this has been so fun.
I loved it. It was so fun.
Thanks again. And if you guys want to connect with Avery on social media, you can find her handle right here on the screen or down below in the description. If you'd like to catch the extended interview portion from this video and deleted scenes, you can join us over on Patreon, where we share all of the behind the scenes footage and exclusive videos there for your enjoyment. And if you are really enjoying our videos and the stories and the people that we're sharing here, and you want to support us bringing more videos like that to you, there are 3 ways you can do so. One is by subscribing to our channel and liking this video. The second is by joining our channel, and the third is by joining our Patreon, like I mentioned. But it was so fun having you and touring your home.
Thank you.
Yay, we did it.
Yay. Oh my gosh, fun.